What's going on, Unbreakable Rogues? Good morning. What's going on? It is Monday. What an amazing experience yesterday was at the USS North Carolina. Go check the video, man. It is, let me tell you about, I still have the chills though. I have the chills. I used to work on a cruise line, right? So when you down there, there's quite a few confined spaces. But with this World War II Navy vessels, I'm talking about, these guys are true fucking heroes. The confined spaces of these, it's just, that gives you the chill. You can actually feel the energy of these people, left us. And, it's quite majestic. If you haven't seen a military Navy vessel, I believe in New York they have the Intrepid. These naval warships are incredible to see, but go inside of these vessels are quite an experience. Like, you can feel like the vibes of the post office they have in there. They have the ice cream shop, and it's just it's quite the experience. No air conditioning, and they say that in the boiler room you can be about 120 degrees, and I can only imagine. The conditions, and I tell you that the ship was it is in the standstill. Imagine if you are at sea. There's just, you can only imagine. That's why if you see a former veteran for the Navy, for any branch that served this country, so we were there, spend the day. And it was, 80. It was a phenomenal weather. It was incredible. But just go out there and see your local stores, your surroundings, because there's a lot of history. And plus, that's how you rotate the economy. Go out there and tip your waitress, and when you pay the ticket for the go inside of the ship. If you want to donate the extra $2 for the maintain, because they don't get the federal funding, I say, yeah, of course, use that. And that brings me to the next subject as well. Something coming into my feed, that this lady went on a vacation in Hawaii, and when she checked out, there's all this like $500 on fees, and just like, instead of spending money and a lot of things, of course, she was, on the honeymoon, how expensive, to go out there it is these days. But it doesn't cost you that much as well to go local as well. There's a lot of things that you can put, here in the U.S. There's some national parks that they require donation. I'm talking about $1 or $2, $3. Come on. Let's start pushing the economy up forward. There's a lot of parks, a lot of trails, and it doesn't cost that much. But let's go on there and share my experience. I took a nice shots. The these cannons, and they have these volunteers, sailors, giving you a free tour. It is amazing. Go. Indeed. Respect for the U.S. Navy and this. There's tons of military museums that you can actually go. And actually, that was what David Goggins called the mental aid station, which means go out there. It's the fall. And the great thing about at this time of the season, there was not a lot of people, so you can see inside of the. Go inside of that Navy vessel, and inside of the the mess hold, the chow hold, they have the bakery, the machine shop, where the captain, the bridge. And the technology that these guys had, was quite remarkable by the times they were in, right? But it was just, it's such a great piece of engineering. And my goal is to just go out there and take a weekend trip. You work all week long. We were like toward the Wilmington area. There's a lot of bars and restaurants. I'm not a bar guy. I don't drink, and it's, sometimes a lot of people go out there and smoke, and I'm not a smoker either. So it's just, we went there to a couple of, if you like, there's artsy, shops, and, you go on, there are tons of restaurants in the Wilmington area. You got there are courthouses right there. Apparently they are revamping the downtown Wilmington, and it's real nice. I wanted to see the USS North Carolina. That was a remarkable experience. I served at the state of Ohio military reserve, and but seeing these these brothers and sisters from the U.S. Navy. Oh man! Now the store, they had like a gift shop. They could done a little better with the gift shop. I think is personally they're a little pricey on the shirts, but again, it goes back to the I guess the maintain of the ship and the history. But I think the shirts were a little bit too pricey, and they have, I think they could do a little better with with a gift shop. But other than that, just go inside of the, the great thing about that too is they have this bridge, this walkway around the USS North Carolina. I took a great shots of that ship. Oh, dude, I was on the main deck, and I was like, bruh, oh man, it's just like what's not to love of the U.S. military, and imagine, I have a friend of mine actually served in the Navy, and he actually was on the submarines. That's another monster right there. That's another monster. So, but if you have time, now the good thing for us that we live in the Carolinas, there's tons of history, man. There's a lot of even the Spanish ships, and there's and I'm not talking about the touristic areas. I'm 50 plus. I've done all the touristic. I'm more like a go out there and the Outer Banks, and maybe a dive in, a scuba dive, and explore the country, the history. The history of some places. I came from the big cities. I was in Charlotte the other day. I was like, it's big cities. I'm like, I've already been in big cities, even though I want to do some real estate. I'm going there in big cities, but I'm like, okay, do my thing, and let's go back to the country, man. I want to see some horse ranch farms, and some horses, and some cows, and oh man. But I just took time before I go to work, and take a time to go out there and really, if you work the whole week, and instead of going to the bars and go out there and do the same thing, like you've been doing, go out there and drive. Actually, I've been doing this for a while. Like I drive the car, and I just go. Well, we got, I don't know, man. Let's go drive 2-3 hours, and came back, and we were tired. But the weather was. This is, the fall is coming. So, but it was good because there was not a lot of people. I can probably in the summer it's very, very busy. So there was people, but there was not that much. You can actually go and give yourself probably about 2 hours to go inside of the ship and go out there and just really took a nice tour. And then obviously you go around, you drive in 2 minutes, you are in the historic district of Wilmington, and just you go out and have a bite to eat, and it's really nice. I think they're, but oh man, it feels so good. I feel rejuvenated, especially because we've been doing a lot of work, and we've been just staying a staycation, focusing on the golf, looking at a lot of plans that we're doing. But this weekend, so no, we're going out, man. Being, of course, I do my walks, I do my runs, but in the weekend, something. Okay, now we're gonna go. Next weekend, I think we're just gonna stay home. We're gonna do our runs, but in 2 weeks we're gonna take a tour to there's another tour, Fort Bragg, North Carolina. It's not too far from where we live in. Oh man, so we're Fort Bragg is one of the biggest, or either, I don't know, it's probably one of the biggest U.S. military bases in the country. And these are like cities. These are inside cities. I mean, they're like humongous. And that's where the 82nd Airborne and JSOC and all this, special operations. And there's a lot of stuff going on, 24/7, 360. I mean, people live there on base. I mean, it's pretty active base, and they have a museum, and they have a bunch of stuff. And that's where we're gonna go, because at the end of the day, that's what you want to do with the with the economy. Plus, you help the local economy to move, and like I was saying, instead of you going to the bars, is spending money or on something that is not really, what you would want to do anyway, and it is good, because guess what? If you're in the real estate market, if you're in the restaurant business or any kind of business, if you don't go out there and look at the colors of the fall is right here. If you're not going to circulate the economy, right? If you don't go out there and tip, whatever you go out there, but these guys that they're gonna do the same. They have money to spend, so it's a circle, right? But it's a circle. But man, it feels so good. It's gonna be a nice weather. I don't know if we're gonna have some rain for the next couple of days, starting probably, I don't know, maybe Wednesday or tomorrow. But this weekend was amazing. I tell you, it was amazing weekend. Go out there and have fun, man. Go out there and explore, man. Go explore a national park, and don't forget to put the extra dollars into the basket. They can maintain those trails, so they can have more visitors. The locals economy thrives. So have a good afternoon. Go help somebody that can never repay you. Hit the subscribe button and have fun. Life's too short, man. Have fun and continue my walk. I'm going to be on the phones here in about 45 minutes, and let's finish the September month strong. September to remember. September, November, December to remember. Because guess what? September, October. This 2025 is flying. It's flying. This year, the 2025 is it's coming almost to an end. Not quite there yet, but it's coming. So make sure you finish your year strong. So you can have a great 2025, and when 2026, that's what you're going to put the work today. Because when you put the work September, most people are sometimes by October, November, they're all thinking of Thanksgiving, Christmas, sales are going down because they're thinking already on Christmassy. Me, I just keep the momentum going. Keep the momentum going. Have a good afternoon, have a good day, enjoy, and hit the subscribe button, fellas. Let's go.